I don't believe I've seen things like that. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I don't believe I've seen things like that. Alrighty. Yeah. I don't think I have. Although, I did see the neighbor's dog who passed away 2 years before. Like, I'd never met the neighbor's dog, and all of a sudden, I seen this dog in my backyard one time when I was little, and it scared the shit out of me. And I, like, screamed my head off. My mom came, and she's like, what's wrong, what's wrong? And I described to her this dog in full detail. And then our neighbor came over one day, and I asked her if she had a dog, and I described this dog in full detail. And she's like, honey, that was my dog 2 years ago. It passed away 2 years ago. I didn't have him when I lived in these apartments. And I was just like, oh my god, that's not true. Like, I thought she was lying for a long time, but I don't think, now that I think about it, I don't think she was. It's kind of creepy. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I said a dead dog, and my grandpa, that's about it.
Well, I've seen quite a few things. Like I said in the trailer, I'd always see that lady. And whenever we moved, I started hearing more things than I was seeing. Like, my family would see stuff. Like, my brother seen people walking in and out of our garage when there was no one there. We'd see people, like, shadows walking across the hallway or something. But I would more hear things. Like, I would hear grunting or people whispering or something like that, like, every once in a while. Every night whenever I would go to bed, well, I shared a room with my sister, and I had the bottom bunk. Every night when I would go to bed, I would just stare into the darkness, like, intensely stare, because I could feel something around me that I did not like. Like, I knew it was bad, I didn't like it, I didn't want it, it was bad, and I didn't know what to do. So I would just lay there, stiff as a board, just still as I could be, hoping that they wouldn't see me because I was so still. But, I don't know, it was just a really bad feeling. And whenever my sister moved out, and I had that room to myself, it was even worse. Like, I couldn't stay in there by myself. I would try to, and I remember one time, I was on the bottom bunk, and I was just laying there, and I was looking at my kitty, because I was taking care of a kitten at the time, and I heard a really loud, distinct grunt come from, like, I'd say the middle of the room, about the middle of the room, more towards my TV, but towards the middle of the room, and I did not like it at all, so I had to grab the kitty and run all the way into the living room. The most safest spot, I don't know why, but the safest spot in the house for me was right on the couch underneath my dad's pig head, and by this huge window that could have been easily broken into. I don't know why. That was just the most comforting spot in the house. And, yeah, my mom and my brother said that during the day, around, like, noon to 1 o'clock, they would always, if they sat in that spot, or in the chair right next to it, they would hear, like, little kids laughing and stuff. So I thought that was kind of weird. And later on, whenever I heard that, it kind of clicked in my head why it was so comforting. Because obviously that's a good spot. I mean, you can hear kids laughing.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why it is, but it was.
Nice. Now, you want to take a tour of my scary house?
Okay.
It's not scary at all.
So I don't know if you guys believe in ghosts or not, but if you don't, I respect that. If you do, good for you. Either way, it's okay with me. I'm not here to judge, I'm not here to push my beliefs on you. I'm just here to tell you what I think.